Good morning. Today we'll be going through a list of games on the AYANEO that start with the letter I. So we'll be starting off with 11 watts and 3 games at 11 watts. Or is it 4? Let's get started. Gonna start with Inside. And 11 watts should see consistent performance. "60 frames more often than not." Okay, hold on. I'll show you the options here. So, graphics, resolution, yeah, full screen, that's it. That's all you get. This game doesn't have controls, which is annoying. If you played this game's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. It's a short experience, maybe like 2-3 hours, but it's one of those concentrated experiences like Limbo. But yeah, no spoilers. Gonna stop there. And keep it at 11 watts and jump into Ikaruga. Oh, okay, that's new. So I'm just gonna set the video settings to where it was before. Apply. That's new. Looks like I'm having issues here. Be right back. Okay, so apologize. Even though I've downloaded a game, it seems the game does not like being output to an external monitor. So what I'm gonna do is just leave it at these settings, and just ask you to trust me that it does run full screen on the AYANEO. And I'll just jump into the game here.
Start the game mode. Accept. Accept.
Alright, I'll leave the game there. We'll quit out. And we'll jump back into a new space. And we'll do second last game at 11 watts, which is Indivisible. Hold on. Seriously having one of those days here. Really? Hold on.
Hello. So just going to be showing you a very quick look at Ikaruga and Indivisible. So here is Ikaruga on the AYANEO. You can see we're having issues running it in full screen before. And if I put it full screen now, works fine. I haven't touched the quality settings or anything, so it's the same as it was when I started, but you can pretty much change it to anything you want. It'll run. Before I forget, 11 watts here. Come on. Event settings, again, left it the way it was. Like, game will run at 11 watts without any issues, so don't worry about it. As you can see, game's running fine. Gonna exit out of here. Alright, just gonna jump into Indivisible here. So you can see it running on the AYANEO, 11 watts. Get the fingerprint smudges. Just making a quick video showing how the game runs. As you can see here, everything's running pretty well. And I haven't really done much to the settings at all. Pretty much left it the way it was when I started the game. And I've never really seen any frame drops. So you should generally have a pretty good time playing Indivisible on the AYANEO at 11 watts. I'm gonna leave it there.
So unfortunately I can't show Indivisible running on desktop because AYANEO does not like the game being outputted, therefore I can't run it that way. But we will move on to Invisible Ink. And hopefully it should run. So, this game it will actually run in full screen on the AYANEO again, because it's being output to desktop. It doesn't like being told what to do. But anyways, having a look at the settings here, everything's on. Just keep shadow quality to the lowest, and that's it. And we can play the game here.
Neural uplink initialized.
So this is one of those games.
Operator, we have a delicate situation here. Decker found himself some trouble on his day off. Something involving a whiskey bar and his big loud mouth. He's usually better at covering up after such indiscretions, but this time FTM security got the drop on him. They noticed his non-market augments, and now they're curious about where he got them. I'd like to leave him to sweat it out for a while, but we can't have this coming back on us. We're going to break him out. Incognito has activated his fail-safe neural uplink. I'm patching you through now. There he is. Wake him up. Decker was captured. Again. Let's make sure he can walk. Let him catch his breath. But don't dally. They'll notice our intrusion soon.
So this is one of those games that you play with the mouse, so it necessitates that you play with the touchscreen. However, you can left click by just tapping on the screen and right click by keeping your finger pressed on the screen. For me, I just use like a wireless mouse to play it, but that's just me.
We don't have visibility on the hallway. You'll have to manually check for hostiles. It's unlocked. Get him out and be careful not to alert the guard. Decker's tools should be in that safe. He'll need his neural disruptor to take down these guards.
Alright, I'll leave it there. I think you can tell that this game works well. So we will exit out and jump back into a new space, and alright, now we will do the main events. Gonna jump in here to 15 watts, and we're first going to jump into Iron Harvest. This is of course a real-time strategy game. But coincidentally, it does run with a controller. You can play the game with the controller. And it runs quite well. So, avoiding bringing the settings up to 20 watts for this. I feel like you can play it without it, but I'll just show you The frame rate goes up and down, but like I was mentioning before, once you actually start the match, it's going to stabilize and it's going to become constant 50. It's weird, but that's how it works.
You too have the gift of foresight.
I see a future bathed in blood.
You abuse your gift, Atrocitus. Begin.
You can see we're seeing no depths below 50 at all. It's weird. And I'm sucking. Dude, calm down.
To the stars with you! Vengeance of Horus!
Give up and die quickly.
I swear, his first move is like doing the eye poke. It's weird. It always does that. It's annoying. I don't care. Most of the Xbox Game Pass stuff just seems to be like really crappy free-to-play crap. I mean, just the rewards. The game's good. The game's super good, but yeah, the rewards are stupid.
Dr. Fate wins.
Yeah, he kinda sucks. Okay, I'll show you a little bit of the story mode. Again, the story mode cutscenes aren't gonna be very impressive, at least in terms of frame rate. But in game, very good. So if you take a look at the wattage, problem isn't with the AYANEO itself, because it does have enough power to run this game at a constant 50 or 60, but it just, the wattage just doesn't go high enough in these kind of situations. It only goes high when you're in fights, and yeah, if you had some way of locking into 15, then yeah, you could actually have a really consistent experience.
Kara, come quickly!
But yeah, I suppose you'll have to deal with
To be angry, but it's not a blank check. And the Justice League isn't a death squad.
yeah. And you can see second we're in game, we're getting 50 frames. And I'll just quickly show you. If I go back to the main menu and I turn on VSync. So we're gonna go to VSync on. If we turn VSync on, step changes. Yes. Oop, wrong one. Apologies. Just jump back in. Just showing VSync on, yeah. Single player, play story, new game. Yep. Like you saw before, it was 60 at the start, and then and we're getting those certain drops. It's a weird issue with the AYANEO. I don't know what's happening. If you can find a way of locking the wattage to 15 for this game, you'll have a great time. If you just want to play with characters, like, you know, to play it as a fighting game, it's great. If you want to use it as a you know, for the story mode or whatever, then it's slightly disappointing, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to keep it at balance mode, 15 watts, and we're going to look at our final game, which is Immortals Fenyx Rising. So this game generally runs between 30 and 45 frames per second at 15 watts. I wish it was more consistent. There's really no way of getting that consistency. There's no half VSync which can lock it to 30. And the frame rate cap in this game is kind of crap. It doesn't work very well. But generally it does look very nice. So I'll just show you the settings here. So 1280 800, 60Hz native. You can lower the resolution modifier if you're feeling that the frame rate isn't, you know, to your liking. And yeah, that's it for here. So we'll go to graphics. Adaptive quality 45 FPS. I've tried with the anti-aliasing, I've tried it on low, I've tried it on off. It's extremely variable. It can just jump between 55 and 30 all the time. There's just no consistency there. I don't know how to get the consistency needed. Environmental quality low. I have put this on medium. If you want to play this at 20 watts, I can highly suggest, you know, increasing this to medium. It does make the game look slightly better. Not excessively better, but slightly better. Shadow quality low, effects quality low, texture medium, screen space off, ambient off. Yep, that's about it. So you'll see once we jump into the game, I'll just continue here. We'll be seeing frame rates in between 30 and 45, mostly 30 to 40, and sometimes going above 45. It's annoying, it just
Phoenix felt Ligiron's blade with
doesn't
every
have
step.
the consistency this
Its
thing
weight,
needs.
a reminder of the heavy responsibility.
You gave him your blade? Oh, Achilles.
I meant to ask, why exactly would you expect to receive a sword from Achilles?
Oh, as an offering. Just a routine offering from someone who gazed into your eyes and told you you were special. That's all. I left a rose on his breastplate. Got something in my eye. Keep going.
And I've actually done the bit where he climbs on the statue, but it came down the wrong way, so that's why I'm stuck down here. So I'm just gonna climb up a bit. This game is Ubisoft's clone of Breath of the Wild. It's not as good as Breath of the Wild, and honestly the story is somewhat offensive in some ways, but eh.
The adamantine shed by Typhon's minions, metal of the gods, threw itself to Phoenix, as if wanting to be forged into something greater.
It is fun though.
There's no way across.
I have to do the thing with the wings. No spoiler, it's on the cover, so whatever. How do you open up the map? Map, dude, map. There we go. There. This is the nearest vault of Tartarus. Okay, let's go there. Okay, I can't go there until I get the thingy. So yeah, game runs fine. Like, if you cap the frame rate to 30, it's gonna keep dipping into the 20s.
Prometheus, stop with the mortal pity party and get to the action part.
Fine.
I'm not a fan of that.
That's more like it.
Helps if you don't have a tree in the way.
Unlike the mortal flesh, which had been frozen into marble, the pomegranate sprung forth defiantly, bursting with life.
A lot of poetry for something they're just going to stick in their mouth.
Isn't that what the best poetry is about?
I'll have to swim. What is this? It smells like honey. And the first day of spring, and my first kiss, all rolled into one.
Phoenix got into the ambrosia too? Prometheus!
You worried, Zeus, about losing this bet?
Please.
Hello? Can you hear me in there? I'm coming! I found your axe!
Phoenix approached the axe, feeling it call to him.
Looks like the axe of Atalanta. That must be a copy. Although...
But before Phoenix could claim it, the axe was pulled into the pit by a terrible force.
Who knocks upon my door?
No one.
You think that old trick will work on me? Come into my parlor, said the Cyclops to the sailor.
Yet.
Well, that's the end of Phoenix. Perfectly passable storytelling. I won't lie, there were moments that dragged, but you really got me with that ending. Now, let's settle up. Time for you to help me against Typhon.
It's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
It's that Pyromaniac, Prometheus, Eagle Feeder Prometheus. It's kind of horrible if you know what it is, and kind of funny too. Very dark comedy.
What is this place?
Indeed. What was this strange place?
It's Tartarus.
Just exactly where had Phoenix landed?
Tartarus! The nasty abyss where I imprisoned Typhon. He must have opened rifts into the vaults of the underworld when he escaped. You know it, I know it. Say it!
Phoenix wasn't, sure.
I hate you!
But aren't you intrigued?
No! Keep going.
But yeah, you can see the annoying thing here. It's supposed to cap it at 45 and it keeps going above it. I wish there was a way of fixing that, but there really isn't.
Little one, or very foolish. Let's see if you can meet my challenge, or if you will fall like all the others.
Who are you? Hello?
Turning VSync on doesn't do a lot. Kinda just... Alright. Like, just confirming with you guys, okay? I'm gonna go into the options here. Graphics, frame rate cap is at 45. It's at 54 right now. Like, what is this? Anyways, I'm gonna leave that here. I'm now going to go and intercut Indivisible and Ikaruga running on the AYANEO, so you can have a look at how it runs on there. And tomorrow or day after, if I'm feeling up to it, we will go into games beginning with the letter J, which aren't that many. But what I'll do is I'll try and add Just Cause 3 to this as well, because to be honest, Just Cause 3 and Just Cause 4 are kind of the same game. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and goodbye.